it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Flores. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback. Not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. This quarterback part of their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out to more space.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Yeah, they decide to go for a 4th down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the 1st down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Going deep. He caught it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to change this route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The toss to the outside. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
Now, 4th down.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Moore will throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at 49. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offensive QB simply went out.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ohio State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. quarterback rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. He now has 6. yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Took a shot as he threw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's third and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range. And you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
He slides that just inside the right upright. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's caught. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. Moore to the air. Here's the heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready, fight. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his tight end. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Direct snap.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.